Hey, it's Jake, the Axesmith. So today I thought I'd make a gear video just to inform everyone on what I use for the Swolas and my guitar covers and everything. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into it. I got a Randall RG75 combo amp. I've had this since the beginning of high school. Try to recreate the dime tone. Didn't know what I was doing, obviously. Didn't really know anything about effects pedals, anything like that. I just plugged in, hoping for a good sound. That was kind of my mindset back in the day. But now I know what to do and kind of shape the tone that I want out of it. I've used the RG75 for some of my covers, some of the Swolas, but most of the stuff that I use for my videos are actually from amp sims, because I feel like they're easier to help bring in the mix, and since I don't have an actual studio, it's hard to get those kind of tones out of the RG75 if I were to have to play it loud enough to reach those levels. So here I use Reaper a lot, and I feel like it works for me, but I don't know what you guys use. You can let me know in the comments below if there's another software that I could try, but I'm still learning how to mix. I'm still learning every day, so it's always a process of just seeing what works, and getting feedback from you guys is great. And thank you for all the support that you guys show me all the time. I got a pair of KRK Rockets, and this is what I use for my mixes. Got one left, one right. I've got some foam pads to somewhat kind of get the noise from escaping, that sort of thing. I use a Focusrite Solo. This thing's been a little beast for me for the past couple years, and figured out how to kind of gain stage it, and just to make sure it doesn't clip or anything. I have a Ultra DI that I run it through before it goes into the Focusrite, but as you all know, the Focusrite has a card in it already to where you can bring it to the instrument level. And I got my Jimi Hendrix bags here. This one's used for picks. I've got an assortment in there. It's all kind of cluttered and whatever. I use these sometimes I feel like it relaxes my hands sometimes in order to play when I'm playing. A lot of the faster stuff, I feel like it helps me, but that's just a theory. I carry some tools in there, things I gotta use for like intonation, just adjusting the truss rod every now and then, basic setup stuff. I've got a Ibanez Geo bass. This is what I use for my mixes, and sometimes I use it in the Swolas. And yeah, it's a good bass. Here I got the BC Rich knockoff. Beast is what the model is, but I got this off Amazon, and I did it as a do-it-yourself kit, and I really like the way it plays, even though it's not the original BC Rich, and then I just got this beast here, the ESP LTD Deluxe V Aero, and this thing is, it's a machine, and I just love playing it to death. It's just such a great guitar. Playability wise, just an overall this is by far my favorite guitar so far, as opposed to my Dime ML that I have, that I've done in a couple covers. This isn't really guitar related. This is more of what I just started to do. This is why my videos are just, you know, a lot better. Probably a lot better to watch. My buddy, he's into photography and filmography and all that stuff, and so he kind of hooked me up with the whole camera situation, and he gave me a bag, he got me a light. I paid for my own camera though, but it's definitely helped me a lot with the way I'm doing things now, and it really clears up rather than using a phone, and it's just night and day difference. So now I'm gonna take you over to the pedals that I use all the time. So I got a Metal Zone. This is the Waza Craft edition. So you got a little, you know, custom settings if you want. I would like to get the original at some point, just to have it, obviously. Same thing with the HM2, that chainsaw tone. Big lover of it, as you guys probably have heard in my videos. I still haven't really gotten the tone right in my mixes, and sometimes it kind of comes out as a really crunchy, distorted sound. And if you guys have any, you know, feedback on that, as to how to get that really good chainsaw tone, and I mean obviously turning all the knobs, but I'm trying to get like a distinct chainsaw sound. I mean, want it to still have that fuzz in it, but I still like that clean, overly distorted sound too, you know, kind of like from the Grindstein type. I'm just curious to see if you can blend it with another pedal and kind of get rid of that super fuzzy noise. You guys know what I'm talking about. Extortion pedal, I just got this off of Reverb about a couple months ago, and this is like your basic 90s grunge rock type pedal, but this can be used all around, and it's probably the most versatile pedal I've had as for distortion, and it works so well. Yeah, still getting the hang of that one. I got a couple of overdrives, got a Maxon 2 Extreme, and that thing's a powerhouse. I use that on Crystal Mountain guitar cover, and it really really helped shape the sound that Chuck Schuldiner is known for. But I use a solid state amp. He used solid state amp too, but that's, you know, valve state, Marshall valve state. It's supposed to kind of sound like a tube amp, but I can kind of oversaturate the Randall, you know, and it really made a cool tone. I got Tube Screamer, the little one, not the real deal, but it does the job. I got the Northern Mauler from Spectre, Glenn Fricker. You guys know he's a very awesome mixing engineer. He's even a very good guitar player. Yeah, I really look up to this guy, as well as Ola. Very big inspirations for me, and I know I'm kind of going on, but it does mean a lot to me, and it's very important. And you guys are very important to me, and it helps me be a better player and a better person. Oh, look, I wasn't sniffing it. The Northern Mauler is actually very good. Cuts right through the mix type chainsaw tone. I'm still trying to figure out how to reamp with it, and I've been struggling with that for a while. I've looked up videos, all that stuff. If you guys have any comments on that, just let me know in the comments below. thank you very much on that. So, and then I got the Dimebag CFH Crybaby Wah, which I've used in mixes, and I haven't really used it in the Swolas, not to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever used it in any of the Swolas. I've got a Century Noise Gate, kind of tightens things up. I don't use this pedal a lot. This is for more if I'm in a live situation type, thing, where if I go perform somewhere, then I at least have some sort of noise gate. I mean, I've got everything on board on my DAW. I just use the noise gate off of the Solidius Randy amp sim, and yeah, this thing works great though. It's got a decay. Can't remember what else it has. Damp. There's threshold. Yeah, gate, hiss, transparent. I seen it because Bassed, the guitar player for Bassed, uses this noise gate, and I really look up to them as a band as well. Such a good band. If you haven't heard of them, go check them out. One of my favorites. I got this Dyna compressor for sustain. Again, I don't really use this pedal a whole lot. Maybe in certain situations for like leads or whatever, but I don't really use this pedal that much. Delay. I like having this just in case of a live situation. And then, once I hit a lead part, I can just hit it and go. Standard delay. And this is my reamp box. Still trying to figure this out. I get there eventually. Been, playing with it and everything, but, sound engineering is hard. But, yeah, and then I've got a Boss Katana MIDI, and I just use this to bum around with if I go practice. Just a very good practice amp, and that's another one that I got from Old England when I watched the video on it, and I was like, oh, this is super cool. This little 7-watt amp, and it just does everything. And yeah, for $100, this thing just kicks ass. And this is my old laptop. This is what I used to use for my older Swolas and covers and everything. Yeah, this thing's a little powerhouse too, but it doesn't compete with the power spec computer that I just got for my sister. And yeah, just a night and day difference. This is a harmonica I've got from my great aunt Lila, and I've been meaning to use this in some of the videos just to give that extra unique character, kind of like the Wizard and Black Sabbath, the Wizard, when Ozzy opens up with it. It's just such a cool thing. Or if you've ever listened to Rivers of Nile, the guy that plays the saxophone, it just adds a really unique character to metal, and I just really love that uniqueness of having a different instrument in the mix and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and so this is my guitar rack I just made about a month ago, and yeah, this works great for holding guitars that you don't put away in cases and that kind of situation, which I have. Need to get more guitar cases. So I got a Solar guitar here. This is mainly my drop C player, and it's such a great guitar. I love playing it. Just well made and for the price, and it's just an overall great guitar. This is another one I got off of Amazon. It's the Telecaster, and it was a do-it-yourself kit, and I kind of customized it to my own liking. I did some wood burring on it, kind of made it like a Viking guitar type thing. I call it the Runecaster, and yeah, it holds a lot of runes. And the red and black guitar I got here, the Explorer knockoff, this is also another do-it-yourself guitar. And I like the way that this one plays as well. I've got it set up to my liking. It's got hip shot tuners. I put Invader pickups as the pickups for it. Just sounds massive. And this is why I call this thing the Beast, because it rips like a beast. I'm going to bring you back to my setup here. And I just want to go over a couple more things here. So I got this Power Spec tower for my sister, and I can't thank her enough for it, because it just works wonders when I'm doing my covers, recording, everything. I've got no hiccups and playbacks and all that. It just works smooth with the Ryzen 7 in it, and it's just such a great unit. I've got my transformer for my pedals here by Gator Cases, and this thing is awesome as well. It's just been a workhorse for the past couple years. Use it here and there for like a live situation or if you're jamming with friends. Yeah, so that's basically my my setup here, and I got a monitor as well that it really clears up, things like picture, and I can just view my DAW better, all that good stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much my my gear video, and I thank you guys very much for watching, for supporting, and yeah, just everything. This is it's a big deal to me. It means a lot to me, and I'm just so glad to have made so many connections and friends and everything. So good stuff here. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye.